Hey guys, I'm here with a skincare video. So I've actually been requested to do a video about my whole skincare routine on YouTube, and I actually get a lot of questions and comments on my Instagram about my skin sometimes, and I do sometimes get a few DMs about people asking like what kind of products I use. So I thought what better way than to do a video, and I'm doing this with no makeup as well, which is pretty cool. So if you guys are interested, I'm going to put timestamps of every single thing that I talk about. So if you are wondering about one particular thing, you can definitely check the description bar. I think it's really important that you do have a skincare routine and that you invest in really good skincare because you know, especially someone like me who wears makeup very often, makeup sits well on really good skin, like really good clear smooth skin. So at the moment my skincare concerns is basically like dullness. So I feel like my skin's quite pale. It's not so dry at the moment because it's summertime, well, it's almost summertime here in Australia, but I feel like when I wake up in the morning I have a lot of like a bit of bags under the eyes, and my skin just looks pretty dull. My skin type is definitely dry. It is a little bit sensitive as well, so I've basically used a lot of different types of skincare, and I feel like you know, you do definitely need to test it on your own skin. I have had maybe a few brands that have sent me some skincare, and when I use them I do get an allergic reaction to it. So it definitely is a good idea to make sure you do your research, or perhaps just do a test, like a skin patch test, because you never know, you never really know. And unless you kind of are a bit of a nerd with skincare and you know, you like sort of learn the different ingredients and stuff, that's when you know what will work well for your skin. So what we'll do is we'll start off with taking the initial makeup off. I use two different products. The first is the Body Shop's Chamomile Eye Makeup Remover. So this actually has 1 part oil, 1 part water, and you shake it together, and I find that anything that's got 2 parts, like so basically oil and water, will help take any eye makeup off. So as you can see, my eye makeup pretty much comes off with one swipe with this product. I do use it on a cotton pad. I do press it onto my eyes so that it actually breaks down the makeup and gets rid of it. Then next what I do is I use micellar water. So I've used, I think the only 2 brands of micellar water I have used is Garnier and Avene, and Garnier is obviously the more affordable option, and I feel like it works well for my skin too, so I go with the Garnier one. This one I basically just takes off basically what's sitting on my skin. It's until the cleansing part do I actually get right deep into it. So again, I just use a cotton pad, I remove all the makeup initially, and then I move on to the cleansing part. So as I mentioned, I only cleanse once a day. I only do that because I do have dry skin. So I did go to a skin clinic to kind of get a consultation about my skin, where it's at, because at that time I just came back from a trip from Hong Kong, and the weather, this was last year, and the weather was honestly humid. I am used to like weather conditions in Southeast Asia, but for some reason I got such a bad skin reaction to the weather there. Like I had a lot of redness and my skin was really bumpy, so I had no idea what the hell was going on. So I was like, I really need to go to a skin clinic. So yeah, I was just experiencing a lot of different things, and it was weather, hormones, everything else in between. So they told me that it's best just to start only cleansing once a day, so that my skin can sort of like just sort of reboot and rest a little bit. And ever since then I've just started cleansing once a day because I found that it was just a lot better for my skin than doing it twice a day. So for cleansers that I use, I actually use, at the moment I'm actually using a Korean brand, 2 Korean brands. The first one is by Claire's. It's a Gentle Black Deep Cleansing Oil. I order all my Korean skincare stuff off this website called Wishtrend, which I can link for you guys below. So this cleansing oil is really good because it just really helps remove all that makeup. So in it actually has like black bean oil, which helps with the elasticity of your skin. It has black sesame oil, which prevents dehydration and skin aging, and also it has blackcurrant seed oil, which pretty much helps strengthen the skin's protective layer as well, which is really good, and promotes skin regeneration as well. So I really love using this product. I'm actually a really big fan of cleansing oils. So I think ever since maybe when I was about 20, I've been using cleansing oils. I don't use a lot of gel cleansers anymore. I do have a gel cleanser in this skincare routine, but I try to stay away from foamy cleansers and things like that just because they tend to dry my skin out. The next thing I do is, because I double cleanse, I will, after a cleansing oil, I will use something that will just basically take off something that the cleansing oil couldn't do initially. So I'm using the I don't know how to pronounce this one. It might be called Cosrx. I'm so sorry, I should have done a pronunciation test before, but it's the low pH Good Morning Gel Cleanser. I really love this stuff. The smell is really nice. It's got tea tree oil on it. So tea tree oil is actually really good for removing makeup as well because it's antibacterial. Tea tree oil is really good for acne prone skin as well. I don't have acne prone skin, thank God, but I know that's a really good ingredient for acne prone people. Okay, so after I double cleanse, I move on to the rest of my skincare routine. In today's video, you'll see that I use a mask, and the mask that I'm using is the Lushes. I'm using Lush's Mask of Magnanimity. I can't pronounce that one either, but it's a really good mask that I've been using for a couple of years as well. A lot of my girlfriends use that as well. So basically, if we have something wrong with our skin, we'll always turn to that and it just fixes everything right away. It has a really nice fresh scent. It's natural, it's handmade, and I mean, I know a lot of people love Lush, so if you've never tried this mask, you definitely have to. So basically after that, I'll just do the rest of my skincare. The next step that I do is I use my Ordinary drops. So this product is called the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid 2% and B5. So that just stands for vitamin B5. Hyaluronic acid's really good for moisture retention, and it's really good for moisturizing the skin in general. So that's why I wanted to incorporate hyaluronic acid into my routine. So after the hyaluronic acid drops, I will be using the activating drops from Dear Claire. So this is another Korean brand. It's called the Midnight Blue Youth Activating Drops. So I ordered this off Wishtrend as well just to try it out. It was actually out of a box. And the first thing that really intrigued me was the fact that the liquid was blue and that it was super, super liquidy. So it wasn't even kind of like a serum sort of texture. It was just more, it kind of was just more like a bit of a very, very liquidy, just a very liquidy consistency. So basically what this does is it actually has anti-aging properties in it, and it helps your skin become more firmer and smoother. So another concern of mine is basically texture. So I feel like sometimes my skin can be a little bumpy and I don't want that to come up when I wear foundation. So I'm trying to smooth my skin out and improve its texture. Now after the drops, I use my eye cream. At the moment I am using the Kiehl's Creamy Avocado eye treatment. It is super thick and it's so good for your eyes under eyes because it's got avocado oil, which is really good for moisture as well. So I've been using eye cream ever since I was about 17. The reason why is because I read in a magazine once when I was younger that it's important to start using eye cream at an early age so that you can take care of the skin underneath your eye, since it's so thin and it's very fragile. I've used a lot of different eye cream brands, so many, but I really love the Kiehl's one just because it's nice and thick and it's very moisturizing as well. The last step into my skincare routine is basically moisturizer. So at the moment I am using the Embryolisse cream that I use as a primer. It's a very moisturizing cream. It's very nice and thick. It's not too heavy on scent as well. So I know a lot of people that have sensitive skin tend to not really like anything with scents in it. And I feel like the Embryolisse one is quite gentle in that sense. So that's basically my entire skincare routine. So hopefully this kind of sheds some light on a lot of people that ask about my skin. The thing about my skincare routine is that I actually don't tend to stick to one type of product. I like to try a few different ones, and I think I will be doing that for a while. I've tried so many different brands, and I think the ones that I will recommend definitely is SK-II. SK-II is amazing. My mum uses it, my sister-in-law uses it. It's really good for Asian skin. Korean skincare skincare is really good, I definitely am so 100% behind it. So before I started using my cleansers and the those activating drops, I had never ever tried Korean skincare before because I was just a little bit skeptical, and even though, you know, their products are tailored for Asian skin, I just was always used to using, I guess, like Western brands. But once I made the switch, I just really love how it's kind of made my skin really moisturized and really smooth as well. So the two brands that I do use is the D'Eclairs and Cosrx. I don't know if I'm saying that right, so I'm really sorry, but I'll put all the details in the description bar below. Another skincare brand that I used to use was Jurlique. Jurlique is amazing. If you live in the Sydney area, go to the one in Macquarie Centre. I went there for a consultation and they were so helpful. Like, they literally went through all the different products. I told them my skin concerns. They even showed me all the different products, and they put a little, like, sort of like a package for me, and I bought all the products, and I remember using those products for about 3 to 6 months, and my skin was amazing that time. So I definitely do recommend Jurlique. Hopefully you guys found this really long ass video helpful. I've never done like a video about what I do. I've always done like tutorials just to help other people, but this is basically all about what I do with skincare. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.